Reddit coins show what is possible with CBDCs. I see a surprisingly non-zero amount of people on this sub who are either neutral or quietly supportive of CBDCs. They think of the convenience and stick their head in the sand regarding consequences, saying things like, "They'd never turn my money off. They'd only seize funds from the baddies. They'd never put an expiry date on my money. Look what just happened. Money will be turned off if not spent in the next 2 months. Sure, it's only Reddit coins, it's honestly no big deal. Everyone here is having a bit of fun spending them." But the power of a centralized controller of the coins is on display for all to see. No debate, no voting, no public hearings, just a decision made behind closed doors and subsequent declaration by fiat. This is why I'm opposed to CBDCs. The mechanism of power is literally the same. The rules able to be changed just as quickly and as easily. For Reddit coins, no big deal. But if you were told that you must spend all of your bank account in the next 2 months, surely one can see the problem inherent. I'd like to thank Reddit for this benevolent demonstration as to why we must resist CBDC implementation. I just can't believe they're sunsetting coins with no warning. People bought those with cash, some unlucky ones bought them yesterday. Bitcoin maxis in the process of making. Not sure, maybe new system will be better, but knowing Reddit, it definitely won't be. That's one way to think and correlate those two, but damn, it does give you a great idea on how fast can shit hit the fan. I personally will be avoiding CBDCs like a plague. Wait till they do that to moons. That's why we need a decentralized method. CBDC is all about power and control. First they remove the one free one that everyone cared about, then they just remove them all together. Ruthless. Does this in any way affect moons? I'm glad Reddit gave me 10k coins for free in 2015 and now I can freely distribute them without worrying. I don't think such coins will be closed. With what I've read so far, they also have the control over the community tokens as well, if I'm not wrong, right? We all know CBDCs are not good. We need to make sure everyone else knows why, too. I'm always amazed at how many people support CBDCs. Always ranting some BS about how it would help with mass adoption of other crypto, seemingly without understanding it's just a more controlled form of digital fiat. I completely agree with everything you said. What goes on behind closed doors is plain and simply scary. They have control of everything. Is there anything I can do with my worthless 23k Reddit coins? I wish I could buy avatars with them at the very least. I have 20 coins I need to spend down. I hope I have enough time. Money is power. When you're not allowed to save money, you lose power. The governments and banks want all the power. Imagine going to buy something that you thought you had the money for, but your money expired. Holy fuck. I have some, still don't know what they're really for. Honestly, if I could give them away, I just would have if I knew how. Absolute decentralization is the point. Don't lose sight of that, ever. That's the reason why I'm here, and there are many like me. It's just getting started. Do you have an example? I've not seen a single comment saying something positive about CBDCs. You seem to be a straw manning. CBDC. If they can expire and you have to spend all of them by a certain date, how long before you have to spend them by a certain date and only on approved items? For instance, you have 1,000 CBDC that must be spent by September, but it can only be spent on non-essential items like furniture or clothes, but not on food, ammo or seats. Answer: not long at all. OP, your withdrawal has been limited. The government. Yay, shows how what you have paid for could be devalued because of someone's whim. First they came for my Reddit coins. The only safe asset is crypto, and only if you have it in wallet. What I mean, the war in Ukraine is a big lesson for the people to understand what governments can do. At Russian citizens, governments all over Europe and America confiscated their money in banks, their yachts, their business and their assets. The only thing governments can't confiscate it was crypto, especially if they had it in wallets. I want to say that if they can do it so easy with all this cash, yachts, business, assets with CBDCs, it will be more easy. CBDCs are evil and I think most of us realize, but the public won't. And let's not overlook the ability to deny purchases for items the government doesn't like or don't conform to their current goals. Any advantages offered by targeted spending and stimulus are heavily negated by its potential for abuse by government. CBDCs are booby traps from governments. I've been educating myself into this world going on near 2-3 years now, and about a year ago I started buying XMR. CBDCs are going to happen emo. My thing is I'm trying to learn how to keep my XMR safe. That's what I feel like I need to know more about. As if XMR will be my fallback plan if my CBDC account is frozen for not being able to pay my power bill, or because I went to document the wrong protest. I wonder if this is being done in order to slowly fully transition over to Moons as the de facto Reddit currency. Either way, it's kinda messed up to just take this away from people though. Dude is comparing private company and app coins to central bank coins with an economy. Now I have seen it all. Hypothetically, what would happen if you had expired money so you had $0? But then you sent crypto to an exchange to sell and back to your bank? Would that money also be expired? CBDCs are fucking evil as fuck. This is actually a pretty good example emo. And I am way against CBDCs. This hits at the heart of something that everyone in crypto seems to have overlooked. Layer 2s are basically as centralized as the existing financial system. Over time, plebs like us won't be able to afford to transact on the base chain. We'll all have to use layer 2s that are controlled by the same institutions crypto is supposed to replace. That is, unless of course you hodl these layer 1 cryptos. Still not too late to do so. NFA. They are removing coins? But why? I've seen weird shit in this sub, but I don't remember ever seeing anyone support CBDCs, so I don't know what OP is talking about. We all know CBDCs are against the principles that made crypto a thing in the first place. I think that when authorities want to get grip on something, then they'll get grip on it. So we can have as much DeFi as we want, they'll find a way to control it. Of course, when they don't allow shops or regular companies to accept crypto they don't control, we can go to a black market, but black market can't supply us with everything we need. Houses, healthcare, that kind of things. So whether we go for their coins or not, they'll control us. I got gifted like 150 coins and have 50 left. When Lambo? I agree with you, the main value of Web3 comes from its decentralized nature. CBDCs are an abomination. They are Web 2, not Web 3. But they will exist, because centralized authorities are measuring the value of blockchain technology. Our job as citizens is to make sure Web 3 stays there despite regulations and CBDCs. We have to carefully select our representatives that will let Web 3 tech live. It's gonna be hard, not gonna lie. They could turn off Moons just as easily if they wanted to. I don't think there is a single person who is not set to benefit from the issue of CBDCs that thinks they're a good idea. I'd really like to see where these people exist that think it's a good idea. Crypto is only as valuable as whatever service is using it or the hype. Companies can just stop accepting whatever crypto you're using and now it's worthless under some form of mass adoption. This isn't something limited to a government or bank. I don't see hardly anyone supporting CBDCs on this sub. They should have informed people before making a decision. Has anyone heard this before in passing? Trust the government, they are here to help us.